channel. I'm Katrina.
I'm Charles.
And this is KNC TV. Ooh.
Like we never left.
Oh my gosh. We did a good job with that intro. Yeah. Well, hi everybody. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing good. We know we've been gone for a very long time. Like
over a year.
It'll be 2 years in March because our last video was in March of 2023. Yeah, March of 2023. So it was like just around the time that Zaria was doing her play. She was Dorothy in The Wiz her senior year. And
we didn't post any of those videos up, did we?
We did, and I did like create a video and post it, but it's a different channel. Y'all would have never found it. It was really for my family. Yeah, I edited it down and everything. But it was for like my family from out of town to be able to watch it and everything. But we just want to give you guys an update on our lives and show you what's been going, or talk to you about what's been going on, why we took a break, where our children are, where we are we still married? Yes, we are.
Still married.
Period.
I know some people probably thought we was gone because, you know, when people like disappear for a long time, that usually mean like the couple ain't together no more.
Yeah.
Or something. But no, we still rocking.
I know.
Actually, we just celebrated our 10 years.
In March.
In March, yeah.
But it was about to be 11 years. It's coming March now.
I know, right?
But a lot has changed. We're in a different space. We're in a different state. And let's just take this time so that we can get y'all caught up, because we will be posting vlogs again. And we are partaking in Vlogmas this year because it doesn't seem like Vlogmas has really been happening. Like, you know, YouTube just feels different. And that was another reason why, a plethora of reasons why we walked away from YouTube. But that was another reason why, like, I was like, I just can't do this right now. Because YouTube became very artificial to me, you know?
Yeah.
Not for us artificial, but like what was being pushed was artificial, and we just couldn't do that. Like, people were like more pranky, more like flashy.
Because I'll be honest, like a lot of stuff just seems fake. Like it doesn't seem real.
It's not. We know it is scripted, but like we couldn't keep up with that. And then we're not flashy people. We're just literally regular, everyday people. And so like it just didn't seem like a genuine space to be in. But let's get y'all caught up on everything that's been going on.
Yeah, last time we talked, we were in Atlanta, Georgia. Decatur to be specific.
Decatur, where they say is greater.
Decatur, where it's greater. And we moved to Dallas about over a year ago now at this point.
A year and a half now.
For my job. So, you know, here we are back in Dallas again.
Here we are back in Dallas. And honestly speaking, y'all, this has been the toughest year and a half. Like, I did not expect moving back to Dallas to be so tough for me. But those of you who have been here for a while, we did live in Dallas before we moved to Georgia. And I moved to Georgia after my mom passed away. It was just something that like I really needed to do for me in those moments. Like, I don't know if anyone has ever really lost a parent or a mom, but the dynamic of every relationship that you know attached to that person changes. And it became a lot for me. Like, I think Zoe was not even 2 yet, or maybe she had just turned 2.
I don't think she was 2 yet.
I don't think she was 2 yet. And then, no, she was 2.
Was she?
I don't know. But I know that, like, I was still dealing with things from, like, having Zoe and then taking care of my mom and then her passing and then the relationships that really, it altered the relationships and dynamic of relationships that was kind of jarring to me. Honestly, I just couldn't take it. And so our move to Georgia was actually abrupt. It was literally out of nowhere. I just woke up one day and was like, I need to get out of here and I just need to go. And so Atlanta was the place that, like, I really wanted to be. And Charles.
Katrina said, I really want to move to Atlanta, and I wasn't sure how serious she was, if I'm being honest. But I said, okay, well, if I find a job in Atlanta, then we can go. And
he found that job
I
so
had
quick.
a job like within like
2
or 3 weeks.
It was so fast.
And I was like, well, guess we're moving to Atlanta.
Yeah, and I was so happy because that was a place that I'd always wanted to be since I was like a little kid. And it was just amazing. I love Georgia. I love it. But yeah, the move back was really hard. Like, we drove back, we packed up the house, packed up the kids. We actually ended up going to, Zaria got accepted into the University of Georgia, and she's actually in her 2nd year there now. I know, that's a lot, because when we left, she was a senior in high school.
Now she's a sophomore in college.
Doing her own thing. She is doing amazing. But we ended up packing up the house in Georgia. We drove all the way from Georgia. Then we went to Athens and went to like her orientation. And then from there, we drove into Dallas. And that drive into Dallas, he drove one car, I drove the other car. And then we had packed up a U-Pack?
Yeah, a U-Pack. It's like It's like a U-Haul where you pack your own stuff up, but instead of us driving the truck,
Mm-hmm.
they drop off a trailer, and then like 3 days later, they'll come pick the trailer up and drop it off to your new spot.
I remember driving in, and literally the moment that I hit like the Dallas Fort Worth area, I literally was in the car. I almost needed to pull over. Like I was hyperventilating, y'all. It was so dramatic, but I don't know what came over me. It just really felt like, this is about to sound really dramatic, but it really felt like a death had occurred all over again. I know that that's crazy. I can't explain it, but like I literally was in that car heaving because I did not want to be back. I came back to Dallas kicking and screaming. I did not want to come back to this
When
place.
she said she was kicking and screaming, like literally, it was almost like she was kicking and screaming.
I fought for a year in Georgia not to leave. Like I was fighting not to leave that place.
She really did not want to leave.
And I'm gonna be honest and all fairness, like I do have to calm down on saying how much I don't like being here in Texas. Here, like I still want to go back to Georgia. Like so when I go back, I'm always really happy to be back, especially when I can go and see my baby. But I just love being in Georgia. It felt like home to me. It felt really good. We're here now, and I'm doing much better. You know, Charles, how you doing? He's down here with his mom and him, so he's probably loving it.
I'm okay anywhere.
Well, either way, we're here now, and things are getting a lot better as far as like my mental load. I won't say this is a reason why I took that break, but like I thought it was best. I wasn't in the right state of mind, so I thought it was best that I just like not even like record. Like I didn't want to record us packing up the house, and I didn't want to record us like leaving because it wasn't something that I don't want to record that like loss. That was a loss to me. Like I didn't want to like go through that process. And it didn't feel good to me, like to just pick up a camera and just give y'all all this negative energy. And then it was also like this is also like the first real break I took since the passing of my mom. And she's been gone for 6 years now, it'll be 7 in January. I never really took a break from YouTube. I might have taken a couple of months, but like I'm still grieving, y'all. Like the grieving process is not a fast one. And I don't know that I will ever stop grieving. I think my mother-in-law told me her mom's been gone since Charles was like 1.
No. I was older than that.
Were you?
I was probably like 6 or 7.
Really?
Like yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
She passed away shortly after my youngest brother was born.
Okay. But she still grieves that loss. Like I just don't think it's something that you can ever truly prepare for. And like I really worked through that by just keep like constantly going. But I feel like I've grown so much though since coming back to Texas because I gave myself that time to be away from the camera, to be away from YouTube, and to just really focus on like boundaries, like setting boundaries with people that were tough boundaries to set, or like just sitting in that emotion of suck it up, buttercup, put your big girl panties on, you here now, make the best of the situation.
I appreciate it.
How you been doing?
I've been fine. I mean, just dealing with these emotions over here.
I think he's done a really good job though, like handling me with care, honestly. Like some days it's still tough. Like it's really tough to like adjust. I still want to leave and go back, but we're gonna make the best of the situation. I don't know what is in our future, but I know we're here now. So let's give y'all an update on the girls. We'll give you an update on the girls. Want to give an update on the girls? You want to give an update on Zaria?
Zaria is currently a student at the University of Georgia. Again, like we mentioned before, this is her sophomore year. She's doing really well.
Made the Dean's List her first year.
She made the Dean's List. She's trending that direction again this year.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Music education major.
Music education major. Her freshman year, she attended all the home games for the Georgia football team. So she got all the football games.
We are huge Georgia fans now, y'all. We can't help but to do it. We love Georgia football.
Yep. But yeah, she's doing pretty good. I think she's flourishing. I told Katrina this before. In some ways, I'm kind of glad we're not there because I don't know if Zaria would have flourished as much if we were there because she would have had a safety blanket, and this one right here wouldn't have. She would have like tried to rescue her every chance she could get. So I think this is more helping Zaria out with us not being so close because she can flourish more, I think. So
yeah, she could just come home every weekend when she wanted to, which kind of was hard because there were a lot of things that went on her freshman year that like I wish I could have been there for. Like there was unfortunately somebody lost their lives on that campus, and it was a big deal, and a lot of kids mentally was able to go home for the weekend to just kind of like be with their parents, and like I couldn't be there for her, so she had to be on that campus where most of her friends that she was close to were gone, and like mentally you just want to make sure that your babies are okay. And regardless,
Oh, scary.
see, the lack of emotion. I'm a mom. And so naturally, I want to make sure that my babies are good. And so, what may be scary to them is automatically a concern for me because it's my job naturally to nurture and calm those feelings and soothe them.
And hence the reason why I'm glad we're not so close by because, like, I feel like Zaria is growing so much now that she doesn't just have this easy safety net right there. Like, I think she's gone through some things, not like bad things, but like she's had to figure out how to do stuff. She's had to learn how to, network and
Y'all can see my face. I'm not like, I'm glad we're here because
I'm honestly glad. Like, I'm honestly glad that she was able to go away and not have such easy access to us. I mean, she has access to us. Don't get me wrong. And we've gone down there to visit her a few times already. So, I mean, it's not like she's.
And I will go down there any and every time that my baby needs me as long as I can financially do so. And so will Dad. Like, I mean, come on. Charles talks a big game, y'all. He gets to hide behind me being so, like, hands on. He gets to hide behind that because Charles really is the same. He will go above and beyond and do anything. He just acts like he doesn't want to, and then on the backside, he's like, let's make it do what it do. So this right here, this shell he's giving to y'all, I ain't trying to hear nothing he's saying right now.
Well, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm going to make sure she's taken care of, but at the same time, I want her to be able to fend for herself on those little.
But I think she does. I think she's doing well, and
yeah,
I don't think it's just because we're not.
Because we're not there. That's
I
why.
don't
That's
think
my
it's
whole
just
point.
because we're not
That's
there.
My whole point. Thank you. Yeah.
I don't think it's just because we're
know
there.
where I was going with that because you try to answer.
No, I don't think it's just because we're not there. Anyway.
If we were there, you would definitely have been like, "Oh, you need some Zaria? Say less. I'm going."
Okay. Anyway, more about
right
Zaria. Off of the video about Zaria. So last year, her freshman year, Zaria also got the opportunity to perform with the Andrea Bocelli. Which I thought was so amazing. She was in the actual choir on the stage with him. I never knew who Andrea Bocelli was, but people knew who he was apparently. So sorry to the Andrea Bocelli fans out there. I'm getting cultured as my daughter teaches me things. But that was really exciting for her. She got to perform that at the Duluth or the Cobb Center or something last year?
The Cobb Pavilion, whatever it's called.
And then there's just so many opportunities Zaria has had, y'all. I'm so proud of her. And then this year this coming May, she's going to do what they call Maymester. And she's going to spend...
You said those words hard.
Maymester. I talk hard. And she's going to spend a month in Italy. So I'm just so excited for her. She's flourishing. And she'll be in the vlogs as well, like whenever she comes home. So you're not going to see her often in these vlogs, but when she does come home, she's agreed to being in them. Now, there was a time when we were doing like college tours and visits and stuff where Zaria didn't want to be on camera anymore. And that made it hard for me to film too because I'm with my babies all the time. So I didn't want to do anything that was going to make them uncomfortable. But because my life literally revolves around my family, it would have been disingenuous to like record and force her to be on the camera or try to like do too much work trying to film around her. So, but either way, she's flourishing. She's doing great. Zoe Nicole McConnell. The last time y'all saw Zoe, she had like little baby teeth and her teeth were so tiny and she was so small and her voice was so little. And now she is a third grader and she is literally, her and Zaria are like night and day as far as like how they are as children. Mm-hmm. Zaria is more like reserved, more like yes ma'am, yes sir, more like I want to make y'all happy, I want to please y'all. Zoe is more like
I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah, what you talking about? Like I mean, she's still a good kid though, but sometimes you have to be like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? She's probably a lot like me though.
She definitely is.
Yeah.
She's definitely your kid, for real.
Zaria's a lot like me too though, just in other ways. Like Zaria's more like she's gonna be motherly and nurturing and all that stuff and about her business. I don't know if that's like a first child thing or an older child thing, but Zaria has all that. Zoe definitely is giving second child energy. She's definitely giving I'm the baby and I run this energy. And her and Zaria together, you can't even tell the age difference. And Charles comments on this often. We have to remind Zaria all the time, like, you are 19 years old. Like, y'all can't be fighting. She 8.
Crazy.
But Zoe gave her a run for her money. So Zoe's doing really good as well. Zoe has been flourishing in school. She got straight A's. She started 3rd grade this year. Even when we were in Georgia, though, on like the president's list, she had straight A's there. So they're doing really good as far as like academics are concerned. We're still trying to figure out where Zoe lies. and like what she wants to do. But she's still young enough because I don't think Zaria got like into choir till she was like in the 4th grade or something.
Yeah.
So Zaria's thing is choir. I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna be Zoe's thing too. But for selfish reasons, I would prefer for her just to go to like a regular high school, not a performing arts or fine arts or nothing like that, and just find her way, you know. But Zoe's gonna be a doctor, y'all. Like she has no choice because she says she wants to be a singer.
We told her she could be a singing doctor.
She could be a singing doctor, honey. Baby, sing to them patients because we're going to get a doctor out of this. We can have our music education teacher, and then we can have Zoe. Okay, so that's enough about the girls. Charles, you want to talk about you? What's going on with you?
I'm living life, man. You know, trying to support these ladies around me.
Charles he's gotten promotions, y'all. He's doing really good at work. Like, he's holding down the fort and taking care of business.
Due to the pandemic and everything being so expensive, I made my wife go back to work though. I said, look here now. You got to work again.
That's another thing I'm working, y'all. And like, so for 12 years, I worked in software sales. So I hated sales though. I really did not like being a part of sales. Like, it was really draining. It's really like, it's a mental, like, it's terrible. But also in sales, like they will fire you quick. Like sales reps have about an 18-month lifespan in their roles. And so like literally every 18 months, it would be time for me to go get another job because once you hit a certain amount of money or once they feel like, well, this is not going where we want it to go, they will let you go. They ain't got no problem with it. And so I did get let go at one of my companies that I was working at. And I can't say their names for legal reasons, but I did get let go. And it did end in my favor, I will say that. But that's draining to always be like, man, am I gonna be good? Am I gonna have a job? When y'all know I like being home and taking care of my family. Like I love being a stay-at-home mom and a housewife. I love it. I relish in it. In all of that, I ended up having my own business, Fluffy Scrunchies, which I still have my website and everything, but I haven't done as many markets because I am back working again, which I do have a couple of markets coming up. I do enjoy doing those things. So y'all can go to the website and support if y'all want to. It's still up. I still have tons of merchandise. I still do my thing, but I'm not doing it as much as like I would have wanted to. But now I'm not in sales anymore. Thank God. I'm in operations now, and it is like night and day. Like I feel valued. I feel like I have the time to actually work and do my job, and then I still contend to my family. And I work remotely. So it's been a beautiful thing.
5 days a week, man.
It's been a beautiful thing. Like,
meanwhile, I work hybrid.
Yeah.
So I'm in the office 3 days a week. I'm at home 2 days a week. So, you know, I actually like that best because I actually do like going into the office. But the 2 days a week at home is good too. So.
It works in our favor though because we gave Zaria, y'all know I had a white Mitsubishi and then I got a silver Mitsubishi. And Charles really has not had a vehicle, y'all, like that was his in years because you have though. When we met, you did. But that's because Charles always had jobs that supplied him a company car. Yeah. Like when he took this position a couple years ago, he lost his car.
Yeah, it's my first job in a while that I've not had a company car.
Yeah.
So that was the reason why we ended up getting the silver car because I lost that company car.
Yeah.
So then we had the 2 cars, and then we moved when Zaria went to college. Freshman year, she didn't have her car,
right?
Because we said we wanted her to have her freshman year without a car, so she could.
Yeah, she did not.
She didn't really need it.
Even now, she does need it now. She really did need it the second semester because Zaria did what they call practicums, which she's about to go into practicum season where they have to like get rides basically to these schools that may be 40 minutes away from campus. And that's kind of tough when you don't have a vehicle. But we were so nice to give her the car. So the car that she learned to drive in, the white car that Charles was driving, he gave that to Zaria. And it would just make more sense to give her that car because that car is paid off. We don't have to have no note on it or nothing. And if we were going to buy a car, it may as well just be the car that he gets. So right now we're sharing one car.
So it works out great because she doesn't have to go anywhere. She works remotely. So that works out. So then, you know, I can just take the car to work.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I'm the one who runs the streets anyway. Well, that sounds bad.
I
run all the errands and go take care of the business out in the wild. She pretty much stays at home. She's a hermit. So
I love being at home. But on the weekends, we had this conversation yesterday where he was like, I just feel like on Saturdays we always have something to do and we're always on the go. And I'm like, that's because Sunday through Friday, I'm in the house. Literally, all I do is go to church on Sundays. So on Saturday, I want to get out the house. I want to drive around, but I also have to understand that he may not want to do that because he does drive throughout the week. And so, we are going to get a second car. We have to. I mean, I would love to not have to have a second car. No, that would be great for as long as possible.
Yeah.
But we are gonna get a second car. We're just not in a rush to do so.
Yeah, we don't necessarily need to, but it would be nice to have a second car because I know there's days you've talked about like when you just on a lunch break or something like that want to be able to go run an errand.
Or I want to go to Aldi on Wednesday mornings when they put out all their new Aldi finds. I love Aldi, y'all.
But she can't because I'll be gone with the car.
Or if I don't know, go to Aldi as soon as they open. Like before you go to an Aldi in the morning, like when they first open, there's always a line. And that line of people go early because in the mornings they be having 50% off some of their meats. So I can't get that either. But it's just, I'm not okay with the sacrifice. Like I don't feel bound. If I needed something, Charles is always willing to move around or whatever. But the last update I have for y'all is, for me at least, is me, Zari, and Zoe got baptized this year. And for those of y'all who have been following us, I was very open about my journey with God after my mom passed away. Like I was just not feeling it. Like I was upset with God. I was so mad at God about certain things. And like I really did. My faith was like depleted. And I just felt like he still was just super patient with me. And like he still like held on to me. I don't think that God punished me at all for those feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I may have punished myself for those things. But we all got baptized. Zari had never been baptized before, and Zari had always wanted to be baptized. And then I got rebaptized. I was baptized at 5, but I just felt like I had been through so many things in life that like me being baptized again was something I really wanted to do in my adult life to like start over. And it's been beautiful because we have a church home here now, which I love this church. Like I love the church we go to. Zoe loves the church. And I've really been walking on like my walk with Christ, and it's a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I might have a little bit of like, I won't say PTSD from my upbringing, but when I grew up in church, it was very strict, very much every day I thought I was going to hell. I did not like that feeling. Like I felt like you had to be like a perfect person without flaw. And like now, I just feel like God loves me regardless. He loves all of us, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that we can do that will make him turn his back on us. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a different experience with me rededicating my life to Christ and really just trying to live the right way. So y'all won't be hearing no curse words because Trina does not curse, and I used to love a cuss word, baby. I used to tell my sister all the time, sometimes ain't no better word than to say the cuss word. Sometimes ain't no better word. But I've really been working on that. Like I just really try my best to just be mindful of like what I say and how I speak. And I'm a super emotional person too. And a lot of times with those emotions,
you're not emotional, baby.
You said it in the beginning. Shut up. And so a lot of times, for those emotions, I have to really work myself through. Like, okay, girl, hold your tongue. Don't do nothing that is gonna be displeasing, honey. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I have rededicated my life to Christ. Me and the girls are all baptized. Charles is baptized too, but he was already baptized. I just felt the desire to get rebaptized because I was so young, but.
I was older when I got baptized, so I didn't feel the need to.
How old were you?
I was a teenager.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, we did film a lot still, though I have a few items before we stopped vlogging that I just never put out. So after this life update video, y'all gonna see a couple videos come out that are just I want y'all to get up to speed because I don't want Zoe to come up on camera and she's this big girl now, or Zari to come back and she's like this college girl with long locks. I want y'all to follow that process. So there's going to be a couple videos that come out after this. And then after that, we will be in present time and we will be vlogging and we will be doing Vlogmas. So I hope y'all stay tuned. I hope that y'all stick with us on this journey because we are back. We are excited to be back, and I'm excited for y'all to like just kind of rejoin the KCTV family.
Yeah, if you know some people, send them our way, man.
If you want some good old school YouTube feels, come back to our channel. We got y'all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this life update video. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do so now. If you are subscribed but you have not hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. In the meantime, in between time, till the next time, bye!